On people, welcome to Man Knows Football. You're here with Guni. For now, Lee is running a little bit late. He messaged me letting me know that he will be running 10 minutes late, but that was a while ago. So give him a couple minutes. He should be with us. Big up everybody that is waiting. Big up everyone that's in the chat. Nippon, I see you. Big up yourself. George, big up yourself. This will be a good show. Victor, big up yourself. You get me? Big up yourself as well, James. James, I'll make sure that Guns sees this message 100%. Yes, big up yourself, Shane. What's going on, bruv? Yes. Wagwan, big up yourself, Ronan. Although you got that Liverpool, that horrible Liverpool badge there, we appreciate you here, my brother. Big up yourself. Craig, come on, fam. Man sees you. Big up yourself. Ilias, man sees you as well. Yes. I'm gonna hail up everybody, man. Make sure I don't miss nobody. Get me? Classified G, I see you. Zolo Golo, big up yourself. Wolf Grizz, come on, fam. Yes. Love everyone. Big up everyone. Man said Pennsylvania, you know. Big up yourself from Pennsylvania, from Pulisic country. Get me? Yeah, Guns is running a little late. It should be in a few minutes. Country am I from? Parents from Tanzania. I was born and raised in London. All my life. Great podcast with Troops and Zar. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, man. Love being on back again. It's good to be back there. Big up the family as well. You get me? Troops, Zar, Jet Ski, all of them over at Barstool. You get me? Big up X as well. Part of that family. Big up Expressions all day long. My brother, that as well. You get me? Mal, yes, I see you. Oh, fam. I want to hear no Connor Cody. Nah, I don't want to hear that. That still hurts. Yeah, man. James, if it's a misunderstanding, we surely should be able to sort that out. Not a problem, man. Not a problem. I'll let Guns know. Never late. He's always late. Come on, fam. I said Saka or Pulisic right now. Saka. Come on, Goose, another Liverpool fan. Had to go to work and missed a lot of the weekend. Kind of glad that I did. Hey, bruv, you and I both, but it's been painful. Been painful. That video is coming, Malcolm. I've promised the people. You see, when we hit 10K, when the road to 10K is over, I'm gonna do a video. I'll explain how I got here, why I'm here, how all this all started, how all this happened. Do you know what I mean? That's coming, 100%. Keenan, big up yourself from Cape Town, South Africa. Don't know. Man's a Man United fan. Jeez. Whew. That was humiliating, my bro. Humiliating. Not today. I haven't. Do you know what? Big up Lewis as well. Carefree Lewis all day long, bruv. Do you know what? I ain't been able to jump on this shit because you see with Lewis, bruv, yeah, he's like me. He just does things last minute. He'll just ping me the link, ping, and I'm in the middle of something. But big up, I love being on Lewis's show. I gotta have him. I gotta get him on here a lot more as well, man. So big up Lewis all day. Carefree Lewis. If you're not subscribed to him, make sure you run over there, smash up that subscribe button. GK, come on, fam, my guy. Listen, another big supporter of the channel over here. Imagine Arsenal win the top 4 trophy at White Hart Lane. It will be the second time they've won it at White Hart Lane since the Invincible season in 2004. Man, Goonie, that scene's that's gonna be serious scenes. I got a Bridget. Listen, yeah, I know my Bridget is just a troublemaker. Yeah, just looking for it. I got Bridget that's just going to the North London derby. He's just a Chelsea fan, but he just knows it's gonna be jumping, and he just wants to be part of the experience. Big up my guy still. I'm not gonna run his name because he might be like, bruv, can't be doing that, you know. I can't, so you know how it goes. Classified G, make sure you annoy Lee by mentioning about the new Arsenal anthem. What was all that about? I heard that Arsenal was meant to be singing some new song or something. I didn't even hear it. He's asleep on his sunbed. Hey, that's funny. That's funny. Max Kilman is a Chelsea fan, I'm pretty sure, so I won't be surprised if he goes in the summer. I know he's an option, but I think there are other priorities ahead of him. to be honest. Like Kunde Koulibaly's kind of entered the fray now, although it's really his agent that's offered him to our club. But that's something we're going to keep an eye on, because we've lost to Chelsea. We've lost a bag of experience in that defense. So we're going to have to bring in some kind of experience. And Koulibaly available for that price, I think it's 35 million euros. I think it's worth a punt. I ain't going to lie. Not gonna lie, mate. He's got his teammate Edouard Mendy behind him, so a bit of chemistry there, which is gonna be good. Big man thing. What's the point of Arsenal getting top 4? What are they gonna do in the Champions League? You know what it is let's be real. You see, top 4 is just more than playing in the Champions League. It's about the players that they want to attract, because if they got any ambition, they're gonna use this as, you know, as a crutch to get a lot of these players that they wouldn't usually get. You know what I mean? There's a lot of competition nowadays. You've got to take what you can get in order to be attracting these players. You know what I mean? Man City look official to have signed Erling Haaland. That's going to be a very interesting signing. Hopefully he can stay fit during his time at Man City, but it's a scary thought when we think about it. Yeah, man, 100%, 100%. I just give my ideas on it, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes when Troops is on one, I'm just like, yeah, you know what? I just gotta let him go. So ideal summer transfer window. A DOF or sporting director, whatever you want to call it. That's my number one priority. After that, I'm gonna put this simultaneous with signings. It's important that we get our outgoings and deadwood out of the door. That's equally as key to free up wages. Now, the incomings for me has to be, if we've got our license and Tchouameni is still available to buy, we must buy him. I don't care if Monaco are asking for 80 million euros for him. We must buy him. We have to buy him. There's no negotiating on the price there. We cannot skimp out. He's a player we need. Jules Koundé looks like he's going to be a done deal. We're actually looking at Guardiola as well. Still a young player, but I've seen enough of him to say that, look, he's had stinkers here and there, but again, it comes with the territory. Young player, but I can see the potential behind the kid. Obviously, we got Colwell coming back. He's one of our players. We've got several loanees coming back. Then we got to look at the attack now. We can't be spending, Chelsea Football Club can't be spending like 200-300, because like with the targets that we want, yeah, it's going to be expensive. Obviously, there are outgoings, but this is why I'm saying for the attacking option, and Monster actually brought up a good point. I think if we prioritize the positions where we spend on that, the positions that we really need to spend on, like the DMs and the centre backs, cool. But we've got to explore the free market for like the attack. And right now, the obvious answer there, that one that makes most sense at the minute, is Ousmane Dembele. Now, I know people feel like injury record is poor, shocking. Granted, I agree with you. How do I feel about the signing? I'm very weary about it. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't feel 100% comfortable doing it. If we're going to go on his recent injury record, he's been fit for a lot this season. He's played a lot this season, way more than the past few years. He seems to have a footballing brain on him still. Hopefully he can build on that if he does come to Chelsea Football Club. But I think this is the thing with Uzi, right? If he comes through the door and his injury issues, you know, improve a hell of a lot, then potentially that's a gem of a player. That's a gem of a player. FZ City says Matt Law's statement says to me Bowley's going to spend 250 M's. Listen, I'm not going to get too carried away with what budget, so especially what's been thrown around in the paper. The best way to find out is just a wait and see situation, isn't it? That's all it is. You just got to wait and see what happens. Let me see where Guns is. This guy's the most late brother in the world. What about Camera for free for DM from Marseille? Again with that. Now, this is me maybe being a bit too ambitious. And some might say, Guni, you've said this before. It's not going to happen. If we don't go for Declan Rice this summer and we sign Tchouameni this summer, you see where I'm going with this? So having Camera on the books, yeah, for me is a bit of a It's a sticky one still because I've always dreamt and I've not kept any secret about it. To have Tchouaméni and Declan Rice in the same team, yeah. It, allow me. Obviously, yeah, bruv, allow me. Just allow me. Yeah, because you see these stupid problems like Everton and games like this, not happening. Not happening. Yeah. The John Mikel, I can't even say his name, the John Obi Mikel button's gonna be hit. You knew when you see that sub coming on Stamford Bridge, you just knew, yeah, no one's getting past nothing. The whole place is getting shut down. I would love that. 100%. Man saying Lee Gunner's trying to get out of the mud. Rat Army. They say his name should be Lee, a late man. Man saying Eddie Nketiah. Nah, you lot are giving him a new contract. Keep him there. He was expelled from the Academy of Cobham and now has graduated at Hell Lane. So good luck to you lot. Yeah, with Eddie Nketiah. Yeah, I hope you give him a 6-figure a week contract so he stays at Arsenal for the rest of his career. Yeah, although I'm not gonna lie to you, he's been putting in decent performances. He has been putting in decent performances. Credit where it's due, 100%. Credit where it's due. I know what this guy is doing. I bet you he's smoking his cigarette. I guarantee you. Guarantee it. Guarantee it. There he is. There he is.
Yo, what you saying, man?
I'm good. How you doing, my bro?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Apologies for the lateness. Lateness is greatness, but
of course it is, man. I was just waffling away and just keeping the comments entertainment. The chat entertained. But our guest, Lee Gunner, is back once again to Man Knows Football. How are you doing, my bro?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Yeah, I'm good. Sometimes going well, topping up my tan nicely. It's all good, man. Eating good, sleeping good, tanning good.
Arteta's got a new contract. Everything good?
Everything's good. Everything's good outside of Arsenal for me. Actually, inside of Arsenal, it's a shambles. But yeah,
listen, I ain't got nothing to laugh about at all. Another embarrassment for Chelsea Football Club. 97th minute equalizer by Connor Cody. Somebody referred to him as Connor Codini in here. Wolves fan. Yeah, that was painful, surprising. Absolutely not. Do you know what I've forgotten to say, actually? People that are in here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 10K. Help us get to 8. I think we're less than 100 away from 8K. So let's see how fast we can get to 8K. Smash up that like button as well so we get picked up in that algorithm. You get me? But Guns, there's only one place to start before we get to the Chelsea misery, embarrassment, and doom and gloom. Let's start with your doom and gloom first, which is Mikel Arteta has signed another contract. And not only has Arteta signed a new contract, Arsenal have a new song, which I just heard about today.
Oh, mate, it is a shambles. It is an absolute shambles. Bro, I actually thought that that obviously that's like a verse of the chorus or whatever, yeah? Right? I actually listened to the whole song today. And he's talking about crack houses, drug dens, hookers. And it's like, what?
So what? Is it like what is it? A drill tune or something?
No.
What's going on?
Right, this guy's saying that he's an Arsenal fan. And it's basically, you know, when you watch Britain's Got Talent?
Yeah.
Yeah, or X Factor or something. There's always the backstory with it, innit?
Yeah.
So like they boost up certain ones, don't they? Yeah. Right. Well, this guy's got, oh yeah, I've lived in London, I support Arsenal, blah blah blah. Yeah, and you know, I made this song. I wanted it to feel like it was a chant on the terraces. What a load of bollocks. Yeah, mate. Have you actually heard it?
I haven't heard it. This literally, I've seen the chat, and and this is the first time I'm hearing about it. Apparently, I don't know if it was being played or.
Yeah, they played it before and after the match.
Insane.
Yeah, mate, it's actually a shambles. Yeah.
Well, this is where football's going, bruv. And
this is the thing. Classified G's put it in there. Yeah, he talks about a crack house. He does. Yeah, the words from that song that they were singing at the ground. Yeah, they're obviously from the same song. Yeah, it's from the same song where it's talking about hoes, prostitutes, and crack houses.
That
And
is
it's
just
like, really? Really? But then it's North London forever, whatever the weather. Well, no disrespect, mate, but we started off in South London.
yeah, facts.
I know we're
Yeah.
North London now. Yeah, but I thought we were London's number one, or is it just now North London's number one? Do you know what I mean? What is it like? Because I keep hearing people say we're biggest in London. Well, why is it only North London? Mate, the whole thing is
Doesn't
just
make no
jarring.
sense.
It's jarring.
Nah.
Good luck to the geezer, yeah, because I don't think anyone's seen him at all ever at a game before, and he managed to get VIP all expenses. So good luck to him.
Big up yourself, Chike. Thank you for the super chat. Lee and Guni, if Carlo Ancelotti wins the Champions League this season, he would have won the Champions League in 3 different decades. Where do you rank him in terms of the GOAT? Because I believe he's second. In terms of rankings, I haven't really thought about where I'd rank him, but it's more of the question, do you put him up there with the elite managers to ever do it? You have to at this point. Absolutely. You've got to respect what he's done. To come through 3 different decades as well, I think that's a huge, that's if you don't understand what this means. Obviously, football, the styles of football, it evolves. The game changes, particularly over these past 20 years as well. We've seen so much improvements in technology come in. Players have lasted longer. The game has sort of, changed in many different ways from that era. So for him to be able to sustain that and continue, not many managers can do that. So big up yourself, Ancelotti. Alex Ferguson was one, although he only got 2 Champions Leagues. But he was able to reinvent himself time and time again. This man won a Premier League with a midfield of something ridiculous. Like, was it like cleverly John O'Shea, like some mad like joke man midfield, and he just won the Prem? That's when I was like, nah, this guy. It's all about the football. But now I've got to put him up there as one of the GOATs. I don't know where I'd place him. That's probably a conversation that won't stop. Do you know what I mean? That can be a conversation for another day. But big up yourself, Chike. Nathan as well, big up yourself. We've not won a league title since 2004, and our priority is a song shambles. No, facts.
It's that, mate. Do you know what? 18 years ago, we won the league at Tottenham. 18 years later, this lot are getting their pants around their ankles if we get a win at Tottenham to finish 3rd or 4th in the table. And do you know what I mean? That sums it up. And the mad thing is, yeah, the reason most of these people support Arsenal is because of that trophy 18 years ago. So how ironic, 18 years later, they don't want to win anymore. They're happy with 4th. Weird, isn't it? But
that's what you got Wenger sat for. But
the brainwashing from the football club, the PR, all the media outlets, the written press, it's all about top 4, top 4, top 4, top 4. When you hear it constantly for 15, 16 years,
it becomes acceptable.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, it's a shambles, mate. Absolute shambles. 18 years ago, we won the league at their ground. Now we're going there on Thursday, and if we win, they can't get above us. Everyone will be chomping for joy. Embarrassing.
New contract for Arteta. How long is it? Is it 4 or 5 years?
2025.
2025. Oh, that's a 3-year contract, basically. So, yeah. So I seen the fan base I'm surprised because I thought more of your fan base would have been upset about him renewing. But it seems apparently Arsenal have been vindicated by this decision to give him a contract after the 3 losses on the trot. Because now you've won 4 on the trot, and that's going into this is just before the North London derby on Thursday against Tottenham over at White Hart Lane. Obviously, it's a good little, do you know what I mean? Good 4 wins behind you to go in there, a bit of confidence for the game. But I'm not really just thinking about the North London derby. I'm thinking the next 3 years now for Arteta. What are your expectations now that you know he's going to be here potentially for the next 3 years?
I ain't got any. What's the point? The club's finished with this guy, mate.
It's just the same. You reckon it's just going to be the same cycle again?
Bro. Last season, excuse me, we finished 8th in the table, yeah?
Yeah.
We won our last 5 league games. Well, he's done irrelevant runs of form before. Yeah, well done. Well done. Yeah. Oh, it's improvement. Well done. Let's get in the Champions League. Well done, mate. Oh, if you can't see that's improvement, you're a scumbag. You're a Spurs fan. You're this, you're that.
Big up Jez, but he was pissed.
Mate, the thing is, yeah, the end of the day, this manager is not good enough to get Arsenal in the title race. Facts. He's not good enough to get Arsenal in Champions League final. And people seem to think that, if we get Champions League, we can attract bigger and better players. Well, funny that, because Ralph Ragnick the other day said it don't. So he knows more about football than all of us. Yeah, so Ralph Ragnick saying it doesn't attract better players. Well, he would know that because he's been a sporting director. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so he'd know whether Champions League football is easier to get players in and out of clubs. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I just look at it and I think, we are going to get into the Champions League to do what? What we're going to do? Because we ain't shopping in the top tier for players. We ain't going to go and win the competition. So why are we there? To get an extra couple of quid. Well, the extra couple of quid ain't going in your pockets. Why do you care?
Exactly.
Because they ain't going to go and get the better players, because the better players be going to your lot. They'll be going to City. They'll be going to Liverpool, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Barca, PSG. Yeah. And if the players that do come to us, well, they're going to be on the same level as the ones we got now. Not good enough. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the levels. Look at that. Haaland to City is apparently a done deal. That's the levels. But apparently, Muppet Arsenal fans were saying, because Haaland is mates with Odegaard, we're getting him.
We're getting him. Nah.
Well, what's happened to that then? Because this is the elite talent we're supposed to be shopping for in Champions League, right?
Yeah, Man City just got knocked out and they said, fuck this, we're getting Haaland. Here we go.
Oh.
They're about to sign him.
And that's my point, Guni, yeah, because we're not going to be going and shopping for the best players in the world. So then we're going to be shopping in a tier lower down. Yeah, which ain't going to get us any closer to the top tier, is it? Pathetic. Let me get my ashtray, bro. It's just in the kitchen. I'm listening, yeah?
Yeah, no problem. But I was just gonna move on to obviously your 2-1 win puts you 1 point behind Chelsea in the table. Not looking good for Chelsea, but good look for Arsenal. But do you know what? Yeah, and I bring this up, and I know to some man you're like, oh, but you're just bitter. Yeah, you see that season we finished 10th and we won the league. Do you know what I kept hearing when we won the league? 1 game a week, United special. 1 game a week, 1 game a week. From Arsenal fans. Yeah. So now when I'm saying, they're telling me, we might get third. How do you feel? Okay, all things considered, we slipped up, embarrassing. Yeah, but you're playing 1 game a week.
Yep.
Do you think that this is a realistic outlook of what the quality of this team is? And do you think that this could be repeated next season with more European football in the schedule and all that?
No chance, mate. We're going to be in pot 3, I think. Yeah, we're going to be in a group of death.
That's going to be.
We're genuinely going to be in a group of death.
Yeah.
Yeah, we won't even get out of the group. Yeah, the best we can hope for is probably Sporting Lisbon or something like that in our group. You know, or Marseille maybe. But even, I mean, let's be real, Marseille are better than Leeds. Yeah, and Leeds probably should have equalised at the end. Do you know what I mean? It's like we had a great first half yesterday. Probably the best first half we've had all season. Yeah, and then as soon as they score, it's panic stations. And it's like, I don't really get it, mate. I don't understand. And then if you look at our squad, like yesterday's team, 250 mil this guy spent, bro. And that's the state of our team. That's the state of it. Yeah. Now, how much more money we got to give him? How many more years we got to give him? When's it acceptable to actually start being able to call this guy out and everyone actually say, oh, yeah, you might have a point? Yeah, when's it acceptable? Because all I keep hearing is, you're progressing. No, it looks like progress because he took us so far backwards. He took us to 8th twice. And people go, some idiot in my comments today, and he's a fucking idiot, this geezer. He comments on all my videos, this bloke, yeah? Don't like me. Don't watch me, innit? Yeah, but he loves to come and watch and comment and chat shit. And so he said, yeah, but he inherited a mess from Unai Emery, who had us in a relegation battle. Really? Because I'm sure when Unai Emery got sacked, mate, after 13 games, we were 8th, which is ironically where he ended up finishing with us when he took the job, 8th. So he didn't move us up the table that season, did he? Yeah, and then we were 15th under that guy, Arteta, for 5 games when you then went and got Tuchel. 5 games in a row in December, not the year gone, the year before. Yeah, we were 15th for 5 straight games. Yeah, then this season we were bottom. So if anyone's talking about relegation battles, mate, yeah, then it should be with Arteta because Emery never had us bottom of the table.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Right. And the funny thing is like people seem to think as soon as we get that Champions League spot, that's it. Problem solved. Everything's good. Best players are coming in. We're going to start marching up the table. We're going to close the gap on City and Liverpool. These people are deluded. They think these clubs are just going to sit still and wait for us.
Nah, it's going to be hard. It's going to get
saying,
harder
everyone
and
else
harder.
is going to go out and rebuild as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the way they've dressed it up at Arsenal, it's like it's like we're the only club that are doing something. Like they've dressed it up that, oh yeah, but it's a youth project. Oh really? Okay, cool. Yeah, but we've got the youngest squad in the league. That's all I keep fucking hearing. Yeah, we have chose to have the youngest squad in the league. Yeah, instead of choosing to compete with Liverpool and City. Yeah, we chose to put a couple of kids in there. And let's be real, Project Youth is only Saka and Smith Rowe. Let's be real with it. Yeah, that's Project Youth. As soon as they both leave, which they will, yeah, because your lot will probably come in from, City might come in from, Liverpool might come in from, if they continue to progress, yeah, then they're leaving. Let's be real, because we ain't going to win nothing. So I don't really get it. So what's Champions League doing for me? Fuck all. I've been there, done that for 20 years. We never won it. We had a better squad, a better manager, and we still didn't win it. So what does anyone think that Arteta's going to do in it? Apart from get passed around like a cheap whore. It's mad.
Damn. How are you feeling about this game on Thursday? North London derby over at White Hart Lane. Spurs are coming off the back of a 1-1 draw at Anfield as well.
I called that as well, by the way, and
yeah.
my ball knowledge was in the gutter, apparently. Apparently, I've got no ball knowledge, but I called Man City to win 5-0, called Arsenal to win 2-1, and I called Liverpool to draw with Tottenham.
I said, same. I think, did I say 1-1? I think I did say 1-1. No, I think I said 1-1. But I did say that Liverpool could slip. I said Liverpool definitely could slip up there. But based off the back of that, are you confident going into this game? Do you reckon you'll get the result? I mean, anything outside of a win for Tottenham is pretty much useless. They need to get 3 points.
Yeah.
But do you think you can get it?
To be honest, I don't really care, mate. Honestly, I don't care. What's the difference between 4th and 5th? Nothing. You still lost.
That's true.
You know, you're still not won the title, have you? But, you know, Tottenham need it more than us. They need to win more than us. We can genuinely lose and still be above them. With 2 games to go against... I
think Newcastle's one of them.
Newcastle away and Everton. Newcastle and Everton. Everton at home, at our ground. But yeah, I think they've got Burnley and Norwich, in they?
Yeah.
So, yeah, we should win against Newcastle and Everton, but who knows? This is Arsenal, mate. The way we played for that last 20 minutes yesterday, I'm surprised if Tottenham hammered us.
Well, with Everton, we know their situation was, in the relegation fight, still kind of hard, not quite safe yet, I don't think. But looking at, they're going to stay in the Prem. So if results go their way, it's going to be a day on the beach for them. And I think if top 4 is wrapped up by then for you guys, it's going to be similar for you. But I think you're going to get it. I reckon you'll get top 4. A few people are saying you're going to bottle it. I don't know. Sometimes I say it just to wind up Zara and Troops because it's funny as fuck to tell you the truth. Yeah, I ain't going to lie. But I do think that you will get it. Newcastle away will be tough. But if my mind serves me correctly, you got a good record up at Newcastle, win it.
Yeah, we do all right against Newcastle. Tottenham, we ain't beaten them at their ground for 8 years.
Yeah.
So that's not going to be easy. Everton, we normally do all right against. Although saying that, we did lose away to them this year. So Newcastle, albeit they got spanked yesterday, who don't get spanked by City.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They're going to win the league.
And I said on back again, I said I knew Newcastle were going to get spanked off the back of getting dumped out of the Champions League. They were going to be the whipping boys this week, 100%.
And then seeing Liverpool drop points as well. Yeah, you know Pep hasn't fired up.
Right? See what Pep said as well
about Liverpool.
Yeah.
He said, yeah, they might have European pedigree, but they've only won 1 league title or something in 30 years.
Yeah, bruv.
It rattled the whole fan base. Pep don't care though, man. Pep's just rude with it. Yeah, it's funny. It's like when he sat in his press conference the other week and they asked him, I think, about Kevin De Bruyne not being voted player of the year or something, or whatever it was. And he goes, well, it don't matter. Liverpool got the best goalkeeper. We've got the best defender. We've got the best midfielders. We've got the best wingers. We've got the best strikers. We've got the best manager. Yeah, that's how it is, isn't it? Yeah, it's basically taking a piss out of the media. They're saying they all love off Liverpool.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, they do though. They do love them off.
Nice.
Yeah. To me personally, I don't give a shit who wins the league. Yeah, because if it ain't my team, then I don't really care. Yeah,
we got to have a conversation about Pep, though. Yeah. He's been dumped out of the Champions League again with this Man City team. Looks like he's winning the league, though. But the question now has to come. If Erling Haaland is in this team and stays fit and they don't win the Champions League next season, do questions then get asked? Because I've already been asking the question.
Well, it's funny because Arsenal fans have been asking the same question as well, yeah? Ironically, when they allowed a manager here for 22 years, never won the Champions League. Who had Thierry Henry, Bergkamp, Pires, Vieira. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Arsenal fans are muppets, mate. I've said this before. Yeah, I've seen loads of them saying when he got knocked out the other day, oh, he's useless. He can't do it in Europe. Yeah, and it's like, it's different for you because obviously your team win it. Yeah, but when I see Arsenal fans saying it, I'm just like, wait, you lot were all sitting there giving it Wenger in. The guy never did anything in Europe. He's never won in Europe at all, ever, in his whole career. Never won a tournament in Europe. How many times has Pep won the Champions League? Twice, isn't it?
Both for Barca, I think.
Yeah, I think he's won it twice at Barca. I think one season he won all 6 trophies that season. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I think the fact that basically they're going to be like the English Juventus, aren't they? And Bayern. Yeah, they're just going to dominate the league every year and get to the latter stages of Champions League. I feel like he does have to win it. Yeah, I think if he wins it with City, then he's won it at 2 different teams. You can then say, wow, yeah, cool. Yeah, but people want to just sit and chat shit about Pep. And I find it funny. Yeah, because I'd love Pep at Arsenal. And I think if you was to ask any Arteta sucker, yeah, Arteta sexual, whatever you want to call them, yeah, if you was to ask them, if Arteta gets sacked now and Klopp and Pep are available, you're taking them, right?
Yeah, of course.
Most of them will say no. They'll say, no, we've got to keep Arteta. I guarantee it.
I asked Zahn Troops this the other week. If, let's say, Arteta gets fired, yeah, and Pep and Klopp are available, and it was down to you to pick the manager, which one are you choosing?
I'm picking Pep.
I was going with Klopp. I'll go with Klopp. I think Zahn Troops went for Klopp as well.
Yeah, I'm going Pep.
But my thing is, you know, if Klopp loses this final though in the Champions League, I think he'll be the manager to have lost the most finals, which is mad because people are going to use it to beat him on his head about it. But he got there in those many finals in the first place.
Yeah,
and it's the Champions League.
Isn't it?
Yeah, and it's the Champions League. You're not talking no Mickey Mouse Cup. This is not an easy trophy to be winning. Do you know what I mean? And then with all things, because I think it's harsh, all things considered, yeah, he took that Borussia Dortmund team to the Champions League final. And who did they play? Was it Bayern Munich?
Bayern Munich. Yeah, I think he took them to 2 finals, I think, didn't he?
Bro, they was with prime Ribery, Robin at his peak and these guys. And you can't be too harsh. You can't be too harsh on things like that. The quality that he's had to face in comparison to the teams that he's had, yeah, up until this Liverpool team. Do you know what I mean? I think he's done well. I think he's done really well, to be honest with you. So I don't really look at it as a stat that goes against him. If you got to look at his history and look at things in context. But I see why you pick Pep. Like this, the type of football that he brought into Europe was just insane. And obviously, from what we're seeing from Manchester City as well. Remember, he's doing all of this without a traditional number 9 as well.
Exactly. But people always use he can't do it without money. Like, he can't do it without money. Who cares, mate? He's in the position where he's getting money because he's the best in the world. That's
it. And when you're the best in the world, you get given all the resources to make things happen because you're trusted.
If you've got a house that's worth 10 million quid, yeah, you're going to wake up one day and go, do you know what? I need to prove to Dave down the road, yeah, on the internet, yeah, and to John and to Billy and to Bob, because they're saying, well, I've got it easy. I'm in a £10 million gaff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell the gaff. Yeah, I'm going to give all the money to charities. Yeah, and I'm going to go and live in a council flat just so I can test myself, just to prove a point to everyone.
No, makes 0 sense.
I see people saying, yeah, but could he do it at this team? Could he do it? He don't need to. He's in this position because he's the best.
Yeah, exactly.
He gets results. He wins trophies. He wins titles. I think if he wins the title, I think that puts him on 18 trophies in his career.
That's ridiculous.
Bro, he's going to overtake Fergie if he carries on. The geezer's, 50 years old?
I think he's got to stay in the game long enough to do it, but potentially he could definitely do it. He could 100% do it. But let's talk about Chelsea. Sad state of affairs on the pitch. A little bit more positive off the pitch, but we'll start on the sad state of affairs over at Stamford Bridge that happened against Wolves.
I
Penalty
couldn't
put in,
believe
but
it.
yeah, well,
couldn't believe it, mate.
I could. Penalty put away by Lukaku, by the way, who actually won the penalty. Fair play to Lukaku. And then the second goal was a nicely taken goal from Lukaku. Do you know what I noticed? As soon as he put that penalty away and he scored, I saw a bit of confidence come back into him because he started getting more involved in the game, wanted to receive the ball more. You could see by his runs, he was a lot more confident and convincing in what he was doing. And obviously, he was rewarded with a very good finish by the second goal. Now, the question comes, and this isn't me flip-flopping, right? I've had my criticisms about Lukaku. If I had the choice to keep him in the summer or let him go, I would probably let him go. But is it entirely his fault, or are players around us sometimes just too shit to figure out when he's actually making a goal-threatening run or just getting in the right positions? Do you think it is down to the football that we play around him?
100%. 100%. Yeah, let's be real. We never wanted him.
It's a fact.
So he's going to build a team not around the player he didn't want. He's going to build it and play and get his playing style not to suit Lukaku, because he can't rely on Lukaku. We've seen that all season.
No,
yeah,
you can't.
We've seen that all season. Yeah, he had his opportunities. He's taken them. Well, he took his chance against us at the Emirates. Yeah, we all knew he was going to score that day, and that was his first goal in the league for Chelsea. Yeah, first Premier League goal for Chelsea, and it was against us. And the thing is, with Lukaku, you've got to play him often, like as he's on the half turn. You've got to play him on the half turn, rolling a defender, or you have to play him like over the top. Yeah, so then he's on the shoulder. They try and play the offside, and then you play him over. Yeah, but I don't think that Chelsea. Whenever I watch Chelsea, you're almost playing to Giroud's play style rather than Lukaku's. It's almost like just cross it into the box and hope that there's a Giroud there to head it in. Lukaku ain't that player. How many headers does Lukaku score?
Mr. Glaring one in the Champions League against Real Madrid that could have put us back in the tie.
There you go. If that's Giroud, it's in the back of the net. Yeah, let's be real. And I actually rate Lukaku a bit higher than Giroud, but Giroud would have buried that. Yeah, because 100%. But this is the way you've been playing. You've been playing like that for a few years now. Doesn't matter what manager it is. Get the ball down the wing, cross it. Right, cross it into the tall man in the middle. Yeah, you've been doing it with Kai Havertz this season. Yeah, Kai Havertz has been your guy in the box. Yeah, when Lukaku's not played. And Lukaku ain't ever going to score you 10 headers a season. Let's be real.
No, definitely not.
He ain't that type of player. You need to play him with his back to goal. Yeah, rolling a defender. Yeah, when you play him in like that, there's probably not many players better than him at spinning.
He done it to Saiss in the first half. Literally, Saiss stuck tight on him, and as soon as Lukaku got the ball, spun him. Granted, it was his weaker foot, but you could see, okay, cool. Like we rarely do this. We rarely ever do this. I don't understand it. I don't get it. But look, Wolves did well. They did well to get back in the game. As soon as we went 2 up, they just literally took possession and could see that the game went over. When Trincao came on, you could see on my live stream, as soon as he came on, I said, oh, fuck, here we go. Trincao's coming on. Not long after that, cuts in on his left foot. Fucking disgraceful defending, Lee. Disgusting defending, bruv. Yeah, they've all stepped off him like they're running back towards Edouard Mendy. And he's just said, all right, cool, ping, goal.
Yeah, have that. The second goal was embarrassing as well.
Embarrassment.
Yeah, he's literally the only player in the box.
Embarrassment.
There, wasn't he?
Embarrassment. Now, a lot of people
just runs in. Nobody's even looking at him. Nobody even knows he's there, and they're just all standing like statues. It was like watching Arsenal defending.
Fucking joking, bruv. And a lot of people saying, "Oh, Kovacic, you lost the ball, rare. He did lose the ball for that, but that's the only mistake I seen him make the whole game.
Yeah, he might have lost the ball, but what were the rest of the defense doing?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
He ain't scoring from there, is he?
It was just ridiculous. It was ridiculous. I thought Kovacic was having a good game, especially first half. I thought he had a decent game, to tell you the truth. up until that mistake, and then people say, "Oh, how could you say Kovacic is a good player?" Blah blah blah, bruv. Joke thing. He just made the mistake, but you know what it is, Lee. Why I'm looking forward to this season ending is because we've got so many players in one side of the pitch as well that are just leaving the club for free. So top four is not an incentive to them because they've already arranged their future elsewhere. Most of the case in sunny fucking Spain, where you are. You know what I mean? Yeah.
In the mud. They want to come and live in the mud.
Because watch this. As Piliqueta has apparently agreed a 2-year agreement with Barcelona. Rudiger, we know officially is going to Real Madrid. Christensen, we know officially is going to Barcelona. Marcos Alonso and Tuchel had a bust up at half time.
Yeah, what did he call him?
I don't even know what I don't know what was even said.
He called him saying. Alonso called him saying, and I'm going to find it. Yeah, it's funny. He called him a name on the pitch or saying. Alonso Tuchel.
But that's not the first time he's done that, because like there's bare times you'll be watching on the TV and you see Tuchel just shouting, Marcos, like shouting at him like, the fucking hell, you're a professional player or what was going on here? So it doesn't surprise me, but he's going. That's 4 names that I've mentioned, yeah, and three of the 4. Well, you can argue 4 of the 4. They're all senior players. Christensen, I'm kind of like, yeah, because he's mid-20s, but like when you look at the others, they're all pushing close to 30 or past 30. That's a lot of seniority leaving the team, and that's unsettled. And that's a position where, let's have it right, for 3/4 of the season, we have been most consistent there. Defensively, we've been solid. Do you know what I mean? So to have that going on and then just to not have the incentive of like they've got, it's just a shambles. And what's Tuchel supposed to do at this point?
That's what he called him. He called him a puta.
Swear down. That's what he called him.
Yeah, that's what he called him, a puta. Yeah.
While he was on the pitch.
Yeah. So somebody's put it out on Twitter saying where it all began, and it was Alonso just gave the ball away, and then he's just jogging back. Yeah, it's just jogging.
Yeah, I seen that, and then he went like that. Yeah, he put his hands out.
Hang on, let's have a look. I don't want to get you done for copyright. Yeah, he's looking over it. He's looking over at Tuchel. Yeah, and you can see he's like said something.
Yeah, I know. I seen him flick his hands up, but I didn't see what he actually said. Wow.
Yeah, he called him a puta. Yeah, so then obviously it kicked off at half time, and then he was hooked.
Yeah, he's not. Apparently he's not playing for Chelsea after that, and rightly so. But you see what people don't realize.
Imagine calling the manager that when you're on the pitch, man. That's hilarious.
Oh, you see where Marcos Alonso fucked up though.
I like him. I think he's a good player. Yeah. Like he needs to appreciate this guy was playing at Bolton at one point,
yeah, he did. He really came up. He went from Bolton to Sunderland, Bolton, Fiorentina. Then he came to Chelsea. Yeah, something ridiculous. But my thing is Alonso forgot what was going on, because look, you see under Roman, right? The players did have an element of protection where they knew, okay, if we down tools, they're just gonna fuck the manager off. Roman ain't here no more. Yeah,
exactly.
And Todd Bowley has backed Tuchel. Yeah, so I know Tuchel now has gone back to PSG settings or Dortmund settings where he's just letting the players know, listen, you ain't got the protection no more. Yeah, and he's probably told him, I don't know who the fuck you think you are, but talk to me like that again, I will throw a boot at you, Sir Alex Ferguson style. You understand? I will mash you up in this changing room. You'll never play for Chelsea Football Club again. And you know what? If my speculative reason is the reason, I'm all for it, bruv, because we've got a whole bunch of wankers at the club that just need to leave. They just got to go, bruv. I'm telling you, he's definitely one of them. You have
got a lot of players there that need to go, innit? You have got lots. Like, I think Kante's done. I think that's him.
They're talking about giving him another contract, though. Jorginho's the one that's going to walk.
It's funny with Jorginho, because I see your fans all last season getting all hype about, oh, Ballon d'Or, Ballon d'Or, Ballon d'Or. Yeah, now all of a sudden it's get him out the door.
There it is. Big up George. So he went from Real Madrid younger. Then he went to Bolton, Sunderland, Fiorentina, then Chelsea. But he comes from a family like that of all his granddads played for like Barcelona, apparently. Yeah. I know his dad played for Barcelona and his granddad played for Barcelona as well.
Fair, the geezer's lucky he's not in jail, mate. So he shouldn't be saying anything, really, shouldn't he?
Yeah, facts.
Lucky,
big facts.
Yeah,
big facts.
He should count his blessings every day he's on a football pitch, really.
And if you know what we're talking about, yeah, man, it's serious stuff.
A man said, "Why did my Insta story get taken down?" because I said maybe the person who was as somebody checked on Lee Gunner or something, yeah, some morbidly obese bird. Yeah. So I put somebody sent me the tweet, so I screenshotted it, put it on my Insta, said maybe instead of checking on me, you should be checking your BMI.
That's funny. Like, that's hilarious.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Straight after a win, these people are still talking about Lee Gunner. Like, why don't you celebrate the win, you weirdos? Yeah, like, mate, I love it. Like, they get rattled by everything. It's like fully grown women, you know, that are in their 50s are absolutely rattled. Yeah, maybe they need rattling. I don't know. Maybe they're not
Nothing
getting
better
it.
to do all day, but fuck them. Do you know what I mean? Sean CFC is saying Chelsea have denied. I don't believe it for a second, mate. Of course, Chelsea are gonna come out and do that. They're not gonna come out and say, "Yeah, a player's cussed out the manager." But when do you ever see that? Unless it's caught physically on camera and there's no denying what was verbally said and you can hear it, yeah, they're not gonna admit these things. But what I will tell you that will happen is when there's no cameras, yeah, true colors get shown.
Yep.
Yeah, 100%. True colors get shown. I think, yeah. And it's going to be interesting because Marcus Alonso is also in a situation where he knows, well, Ben Chilwell's injured. You're fucked without me. And we've got an FA Cup final coming. So if I cuss you out, what are you really going to do? Who are you going to play there? What? You're going to put me on the bench because I cussed you out and you're going to just set an example. And then what happens if we lose and we're getting attacked on that left side? So he's, yeah, bruv. So you see the psychology, the games that are behind this. But I hope Tuchel just says, yeah, you know what? We're gonna bring up Lewis Hall to play for towards the end of the season. What? There's 3 games left. He can play it. There's not too obviously. Like he just has to do a decent job. He's a young player. He's not going to be in the limelight too much. Boom. Summer comes, you're out the door. But there's so many problems with Chelsea in terms of our next 3 points, though, Lee, bro. I can't even see where they're coming from. We've got Leeds at Ellen Road next. And I think who do we have after that? I just had it in I just had complete brain freeze. I just had the in my head, but I know we've got Leeds at Ellen Road, and what's made it even worse is the fact that you've just beat them and they're fighting for survival. So that's more pressure on them, which means they're going to play better football against us. And you've seen how we play against teams who've got something to play for. Not optimistic of a win there.
Leicester.
Then we've got Leicester, and then we've got Watford. We need 4 points. No, we need 4 points. Yes, 4 points to mathematically get top 4. I'm worried about Leeds.
Well, if we beat Tottenham on Thursday, they can't catch either of us.
That's true. Yeah.
So basically, Chelsea will be wanting us to win on Thursday.
100%. So look, again,
you've guaranteed Champions League again.
We come to a point in the season.
And you'll actually try and win it.
This is the second season in a row, by the way, where we've had to rely on another team to get us in the Champions League. Got to thank Gareth Bale for allowing us to get in the Champions League last season. Do you know what I mean? Flipping Tottenham player secured it for us, basically. Now we're in a situation where if you beat Spurs, you basically help us get top 4 because I can't see where these 4 points are coming from. Guns, how are you doing for time? I see you check your watch. Are you good for time?
Yeah, man. I could do another 10 minutes or so.
All right, cool. Another 10 minutes left to go. But let's look forward real quick. Let's just talk briefly about the North London derby on Thursday. Obviously, Son getting the goal against Liverpool. Both him and Kane have been playing well together. We know that partnership is just like Bonnie and Clyde by now. And then to throw Kulusevski in that mix as well, who has basically hit the ground running at Tottenham Hotspur. There's danger, man. And also defensively as well, I was quite impressed with Romero. I thought he performed pretty well. I thought he kept Mo Salah quiet for the majority of the game, if not all of the game. And then the other side, someone I've been cussing, bro. I used to banter this guy, Emerson Royal. He put in a decent he put in a decent performance.
That last ditch tackle from Diaz, man, right at the end.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
When it went over his head, I was like, nah, Diaz is going to score, man. But it's funny because Liverpool, Tottenham probably could have won it as well. Yeah, I don't know why Højbjerg didn't just get out of the way and let Bergwijn tap it in.
Yeah, true.
Well, maybe he was offside. I don't know.
Højbjerg hit the post as well. What do you think it was with Liverpool? Because Troops was like, I reckon it's that they're tired. They've played a lot of football mentally. They've been under a lot of pressure. I hear that. But do you think it's down to that? Or do you think that the Tottenham have improved or Liverpool's quality is not what people were saying it is?
Liverpool are a good team, man. They are a good team. Yeah, you don't get into all these finals if you're not good, innit? Yeah, like
Facts.
one final, okay, you could say cool, whatever. Yeah, but to get to all the finals of the cup competitions they've been in, that's pretty relentless, man. Yeah, and be in a title race, albeit I think they've cocked it up now. But I don't think it's because they were tired. Like they've been playing the same way relentlessly for about 4 years.
Facts, and they're not slowing down either.
Nah, if anything, they're getting faster.
Do you know? And I was saying, like, a couple years back, I was saying to my mates, I don't see him sustaining this. Eventually, the injuries are gonna creep in. You know, it's gonna be a similar situation with N'Golo Kante as these players get older. It's very intense kind of football, but what Liverpool have done so smartly, which is what I've been begging for Chelsea to do, and you for Arsenal, is they've recruited well, perfectly, and before they need the replacements.
Yep. Yeah, that's how they do it all the time, though, isn't it?
Yeah, because
I think people sit there and say, "Oh yeah, Cronky this, Cronky that." Well, last time I checked, Liverpool's owners are American, and they've spent less than us.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's proof it can be done if you do it the right way with the right people making the decisions to buy the players. Like, they went out and got Jota. Yeah, he scored how many goals this season? Yeah, but they bought him. Yeah, as basically a Firmino replacement, I suppose, isn't it? Yeah. Then
how long ago did they get him? You see what I mean?
Yeah. Then they've gone out there, and Firmino's still there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then they've gone out and got Diaz as basically a Mane replacement.
Now, if Firmino and Mane sold, there's no panic.
No.
Now it's a thing where, like, okay, now we've got Diaz, we've got Jota. Who are we gonna bring up behind them? One of them could be Harvey Elliott, who they already have. Do you know what I mean? Now they've got to think about the other one, which is what they're gonna get right. Similar situation, what they're gonna their recruitment policy is perfect as long as they keep that team and that kind of behind the scenes model with the scouts and that. I think they're gonna be here to stay 100% because we've got to remember most teams have money. It's what you do with it that counts now. It's not like back when Chelsea first came when Roman first came and was like, yeah, we'll have him. United are paying how much? We'll pay more. We'll have him. That day's over because other teams can do that now outside of Chelsea, Man United, etc., etc. See what I mean? So it's about really how you spend the money. But let's get back into the game. Eddie Nketiah, bruv. I was running this guy for the longest for years. And like a flash, he gets 2 goals within the first, is it 7 or 8 minutes?
10 minutes.
Yeah, the first 10 minutes of the game. Is it an Eddie Nketiah resurgence, or is Nketiah playing for the contract and he's going to revert to type after he signs? What do you reckon is going on here with Nketiah?
Well, he's been offered a new contract already.
Swear down.
Yeah, he was offered a new contract. Arteta already said it in his press conference a couple of weeks back. Like, basically, we're going to sit down and talk about the contract with him and this and that. Yeah, and then all the reports were coming out saying he'd already been offered one. Yeah, but Arteta's openly said that he's going to talk to him at the end of the season. Yeah, because he wants him to stay. He said in his press conference the other day, if there's one player that I regret not giving enough game time to, it's him. Yeah, he ain't good enough.
I was going to say the same thing. And you know what?
I don't care if he did score 2 goals against you. I don't care if he scored 2 goals against Leeds. That guy is not going to win us a league title. Get him gone.
100%. And this is what I asked Troops. I said to him, bruv, I said, look, Eddie, first of all, you don't know if it's a purple patch. Yeah, because Timo's been banging goals and been on decent form. I'm not saying sign the thing, sell him. Yeah, that for me is a thing where it's like, okay, that might have upped the price tag, get him out the door now. Yeah, this is a game of stocks. Once it's up, sell. You see what I mean? I see this mirroring the situation with Eddie Nketiah. Fair play, a few people saying, he's 22, he's got time to grow, he's come in and he's done well. But you have to look more than just like as far as your nose. What are your ambitions, first of all? And can he fulfill those ambitions? If it is to get into the Champions League and to at least get into the deeper stages and perhaps win it, is he going to do that for you? I personally don't think so. If it's to be winning the league, right? We know a team needs a player that's going to score 25, 30, possibly 30 goals in the Premier League alone to be winning the title. Let's say that to be safe. Yeah. Can you see Eddie Nketiah getting even half that in a season?
Nope. No chance. Let's be real here. How many's Lukaku got this season?
I think he's got as poor. I think he's got 12, but he's the highest scorer on that team, though, ironically.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. And he's got 12. Right. if you put Eddie Nketiah in Chelsea, would he get more goals than Lukaku has this season?
Nah, hell no.
In the same minutes?
No way.
I don't think so either. I don't
No
think
way.
he will either. Yeah, and it's like, but I think if you put Lukaku in Arsenal's team, he's getting a hell of a lot more than Eddie Nketiah in the same minutes. Yeah, and this is my point. Like, people are getting their pants around their ankles for Eddie Nketiah and Mohamed Elneny. He's being offered a new contract now as well, apparently.
That is absolutely.
What I'm saying, mate, this football club is a disaster. Yeah, but fans have been sitting there knocking one out over these two players since the Chelsea game.
That is ridiculous. Now,
on the back of 4 performances, yeah, there you go. Have a new contract each.
Elneny is somebody where I was like, this guy, Arsenal have got to be running down this guy's contract. Absolutely.
He's out of contract in the summer as well. They're both out of contract in the summer.
And you're going to renew it. Wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And the thing with it is it's off of the back of 4 games. They've both played 4 games in a row, and all of a sudden everyone's getting moist. Well, I remember Mustafi played 26 games. First 26 games for Arsenal, he did not lose.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? Like 26 games in a row. I remember people going, Kostafi, Koscielny and Mustafi, yeah? The defensive partnership we've needed. Yeah, 26 games unbeaten as a pair. Yeah? And then look what happens. So this is why I just sit back and laugh at it, mate. This is why, there'll be a lot of people like that watch my stuff on this channel and other channels, my channel. They go, oh, it's so negative all the time. No, I've been here, I've done it, I've seen it, and we are now here again. 4 good games, and all of a sudden, give them a new deal. That is how easily pleased this fan base is.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that there, bruv. As I don't like to really generalize. I don't like to generalize with fans too much, but I have noticed, like, as a whole, obviously not all Arsenal fans, but as a whole, like, they're very knee-jerk. Very, very knee-jerk.
Yeah, 100%. And this is the thing, right? Like, your fans, Azpilicueta, I said this the other week, Azpilicueta is one of the best defenders I've seen in Premier League era, yeah?
Yeah.
Your fans are saying, get rid, he's gone, it's dusted, he's finished. Yeah, I've seen loads of your fans saying about Kante.
No room for sympathy here, mate. If you're not going to win us a trophy, you got to go somewhere else.
Exactly. And this is what I'm saying. Like, people just like, and I know what's going to happen. We will sign Eddie to a new deal, right? Then what we'll do is we'll get rid of Pepe, right? And then we'll go and buy a winger, right? Maybe Sterling. We're linked to him today. Yeah, and we're linked to Sterling. Well, we've been linked to Sterling for a while. Yeah, so let's say we went and got Raheem Sterling. We get rid of Pepe. We get Eddie Nketiah up front. Yeah, then we'll go and sign 1 striker. Yeah, and people will say, well, we're much better now because Pepe wasn't really playing. We've now got Sterling, who's going to play games. We've got Martinelli who can play striker, and we've got Eddie. So we only need 1. Yeah, no disrespect, but are them 2, plus whoever the striker is, let's say it's a striker that's going to bag 15 goals, yeah? Is that strike force of Saka, the 15 goal of the season, man, Eddie, Martinelli, and Sterling going to get me in a title race?
I don't think so.
Not for me.
Especially now.
Sterling's too greedy, yeah, and weak as piss. Yeah, always fucking on his ass. Always carries the ball way too far. That is, I know he scored a couple of goals.
Frustrating as hell. Proper frustrating.
He is. He's one of the most frustrating players to watch.
Now we got to think about, well, there's not only just that. What answer does the Prem have to Erling Haaland, Kevin De Bruyne, and these, man? You know what I mean? Is it good enough to compete with them? Absolutely not. Hey, Nathan.
Exactly. And that should be the level. Yeah, but it's not. The level is, oh, well, we're in the Champions League. So, yeah, we get better players. Better players for what? Better players for what? To try and get in the Champions League again next season whilst fighting on 4 fronts. Yeah, if we get Champions League this season, we ain't getting it next season. Yeah,
that's what I think as well. That's me being honest. That's what I think. I think the fact that
you struggled this season.
Yeah, and you played 1 game a week, basically. Yeah, and that's what I think's helped you massively. And I think next season we're going to see more of an accurate picture as to where these players are. Because look, yes, I like some of Saka's performances. Yes, I like some of Odegaard's performances. Smith Rowe, yeah, I believe they've got a lot of talent in them. But to put them on the world stage, you have to play them in the world's best competitions to accurately judge them. And for me, it's the Champions League. You got to put in performances in there against these teams, these Real Madrids, the Barcelonas, the one away Bayern Munich games, and actually make yourself counted and get a result and actually get winded. That's for me is where you judge the best. If you want to be the best, you have to play amongst the best and show you're amongst the best. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's my whole view on it. Big up Nathan for the super chat. I'll read this one real quick before we wrap this up. Eddie and El Neni shouldn't be seen as the benchmark. They're cool from now to the end of the season. Facts. But get rid and upgrade in the summer with Tielemans and Jesus. Interesting. Tielemans has been linked with you lot heavily. I'm not gonna
Tielemans
lie.
is a good player.
Yeah, he is. He's a very good player.
I just don't want to see Granit Xhaka in the team next season. I don't want to see Omneni. I don't want to see Eddie. Like, these players just ain't good enough, man. Yeah, they're not good enough. But our fans seem to have their pants down every time they play. Oh, Xhaka gives us more balance. Oh, El Neni this, El Neni that. Well done. You played well for 4 games, which won a medal. Like, oh, Eddie scored 2 goals yesterday. Who cares? Like, genuinely, the guy is not good enough.
What's your prediction for
There's a reason Chelsea let him go in the first place.
True. He didn't graduate.
Yeah, let's be real.
yeah,
let's be real.
What's the prediction for Thursday?
I don't think we'll win, but I'm not sure we'll lose. If we play like we did in the second half against Leeds, we'll get hammered. But if we play like we did in the first half, then I can see us getting something. No, I'm going to say draw.
I said 2-2. I said 2-2. I'm back again yesterday. 2-2 for me. Definitely. Hey, we got 400 people in the building. Make sure you smash up that like button. Subscribe as well. Trying to reach that 8K on that road to 10K. I know we're not too far from there. Let's see if we can reach that or get anything closer to it by the time this stream is done. But Guns, what have you got coming up on your platform today or even this week? What have we got going on?
I'm actually going to have a day off today.
Fair play.
If I'm honest. I feel like I deserve a day off.
Enjoy the sunshine, the deck.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna go and chill for the day, rest of the day.
Chill in that 5-star mud that I wish I was in.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, my little bed sit. Yeah, my little bed sit. Yeah. Run off to Spain to live in a bed sit. Yeah, banned from the stadium and all of them ones. Some of the crap I read is hilarious. But yeah, I'm gonna go and sit in my patio in the sun, chill. Tomorrow I'm doing the show with you at 2 with Eunice and Northside.
Yeah.
Then I've got Terry on the Football Terrace at 3. Then Rants on my channel at 5.
Yeah, man, that sounds like a serious lineup. 100%.
And then Wednesday I'm on with Henry Wright on his channel. I think at 5 o'clock on Wednesday. I'll be doing my own lives that day as well. And then Thursday, match day again.
There you go. You've got Lee's schedule there. Make sure you don't miss. I know the majority of you here are subscribed to him. In case you're not, clickable links down there in the description. But over here on this channel, definitely stay tuned. I've got a live with Eunice tomorrow. The return of Monster as well. He made his return here on Man Knows Football, and I'm happy to say that. Yeah, he came back. We done a live yesterday. The brother got a lot of love, so much love.
Where's he been?
He was he's just been busy outside of the channel. I know he's been studying and working that, and taking care of his family and that. So it's just real life situations. But it's good to have him back. If you haven't seen that, make sure you go back and check that on my channel. Very, very good discussions about, the situation with Chelsea's new takeover, transfer targets, and where we think, our priorities for us to, really improve the team. So do us a favor, go and check that out. But listen, big up everybody that is in the chat, man. Appreciate you lot joining us. Make sure, again, smash the like, subscribe before you go. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, please make sure you do stay safe.